What's up, guys? Welcome back to Casks-n-Que, where whiskey and barbecue meet. I'm your host, Justin Lloyd, and I have with me my good friend, Henry Turner.
Hello.
Today we have Old Fitz 7 Bottled-in-Bond. So this is new to the area. Henry, can you give us the stats on it?
So 7-year Bottled-in-Bond, 100 proof. So it's supposed to be a shelf bottle. It should be readily available if you can find it. But of course, with the new release, they only had limited supplies coming out. And the price on this bottle should be about $60.
I've been looking forward to trying this, so let's get after it. And the color on this one is really, really pretty. This is true copper in my opinion. What do you think?
I'd say that's definitely a good color on it, though. With its 7-year age statement, though, it is a little bit lighter, of course, than what we would see from other Old Fitzes, but a nice color on it for a 7-year bourbon.
No doubt. All right, well, let's nose it, taste it, and talk about it. All right, well, this one is something else. I can smell this jumping out of the glass at me.
Yeah,
it's like
no doubt.
filled the room.
Yeah. And I would say it's not the thickest whiskey that we've had today compared to we had one other one earlier. But it's got a nice viscosity on it, though. But when we dive into the nose, one thing I was telling you before we start recording here is, for me, when I first jumped into this glass, you got to remember the old cinnamon round candy that your grandmother used to carry around with her and give it to you every once in a while if you were being good. That's what this came out to me as, one of those old cinnamon round candies that came out from my grandmother. So that's the flavor. And I got the sweetness in there and just that bit of spice coming out with it. Even though it's a wheated bourbon, it shouldn't have any spice, but that's kind of what I got.
Yeah, I get there's something there. For me, I'm getting some of that corn, right? I think corn is the first ingredient on the mash bill. It's really corn heavy. So you get that sweetness, you get some of those earthy notes, I guess. And I'm also picking up some, maybe some leather and some barrel char. Yeah, for sure. I always look for vanilla, but I'm not picking it up on this one.
Not on this one.
Well, you want to give it a taste and see what we think? All right. To me, it's a little hot for 100.
I did get a little bit of spice on this one too when I was trying to have it on the pour, but for me, the reason why I put the glass down, I had this pour last night with some friends, and it didn't come across the way it's coming across today. But once again, to me, it's nothing more than that nice cinnamon candy in a glass. And I really do love this. That's what it is for me right now, but it's just a nice, very simple cinnamon hard candy in a glass.
Yeah, I'm still getting some more of that that oak spice. It's really coming through. The finish on this is really long. As you were giving your description, I'm just sitting here thinking, while I'm listening, I'm like, man, this is still like on my palate. So the finish, I would say, is long on this. I'm getting some of that tobacco, some of the earth notes, and the barrel char and the oak spice really come through for me. I'm enjoying this one. I think it coats the palate well, and especially for MSRP. $60. I mean, it's a good buy so far. But yeah, I'm just focusing back on the taste. I think it's got a lot going on, and it's a little bit different than your typical wheated bourbon. I think it has a little bit more complexity.
Yeah, and now I see what you're talking about. When I go to my second pour, second sip on it, I did have a little bit more of that barrel finish show up at the very end. And so that kind of also brought a little bit of the spices with it too. So I see what you're talking about with it. But honestly, for this price, and it's not like going to be the 8-year through the 19 years. It's going to have a little more age statement, and then on top of that, it's $100 typically cheaper if you can find it at the. If you're lucky to find an Old Fitz for $170, buy it twice on Tuesday, right?
Yeah.
But and even with this bottle, we can talk about a little bit here. Is it should be a $60, maybe $65 bottle, but we've seen this in some places going for $200.
Yeah. So
that's your choice. If you really are a collector of these, you want to go for that. But I would say kind of be patient, because this is supposed to be a shelf bottle offering from Heaven Hill.
One thing I love about Old Fitz is they always have their bottle game is strong.
Oh, good God.
The decanters that they have, and then this new design. Man, I'm digging it. The heavy wooden cork. I like the sleekness. It's like it's bringing a modern edge to an old style classic bottle. So I like what they're doing here with that.
Yeah, and then on top of that, they decided to save a little money instead of going with the glass toppers they usually have. So that's a good value they're sending back over to the customer, but it still looks really fantastic.
In my opinion, I like the wood cork, the wood topper better.
Yeah.
I think that looks really cool. So, all right, well, enough about the bottle. Let's go ahead and give this thing a score.
All right, so we've got price. Look here, if it stays at $60 and it starts sitting on shelves, this will be the king of the mid-shelfers. So anything $50 to $60, I think this is going to be a new competitor stepping in that's going to really have something to say to compete with all those other bottles in that price range. So the value what's inside the bottle. So price, if you can get it for that, I'd give it about 8.5, if not 9. Really, really high value on this for the price on that. The value of what's inside the bottle, I'm going to give that high too, because this is really good for a shelf bottle at $60. So I put that another 8.5. Availability, it's tough, and I wish we could come back to the availability of this later, whenever it's more of a shelf offering. But if it's supposed to be a shelf bottle, then this will be a 9 or a 10 if you can get it everywhere. Because number one, it's just a fantastic pour, great for the price. It's great to let everybody get a chance to try an Old Fitz, because they are always so coveted and taken away before anybody can get it. So I'm really high on this bottle. I'd give it probably about an 8.5, if not a 9 overall for what it should be. Not what it is right now, but what it should be.
You nailed it. I think that's exactly what I would give it. I wouldn't go 9, but I'd go 8.5.
Yeah.
And especially if this, like you said, if this is going to be a shelf bottle, a mid-tier buy, then all day long. Availability, taste, and value. I mean, the taste is really freaking good. I just had a sip while you were talking about your score, and it's still there. And to me, that adds a lot of value to a whiskey. If you can take a drink and you can enjoy it for 2 or 3 minutes, and if you paid $60 for it, I mean, that's a hell of a deal.
Well, and the other thing we can talk about, just a little nuance too, the versatility of this bottle. So if you get this for $60, you show up to a high-end bottle share, people are going to be like, oh, that's kind of nice.
Hell yeah.
You introduce this to somebody who's brand new to whiskey, it's approachable enough to where they're going to be able to enjoy it too. So this one kind of covers the whole gambit of what you're looking for in a bottle. So I think this one could do very well in possibly some blinds and at the end of the year for some competitions.
Interesting. Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, thanks for stopping by. If you don't mind, go ahead and like, subscribe, and smash that bell. It doesn't cost nothing. Helps us grow, and we really appreciate you guys stopping by and watching our content. Henry, thanks again for bringing a badass bottle to the channel.
Hey, thank you for having a badass channel.
All right, guys, we'll catch you on the next one.
See you on the next pour.